we have had customers I've had get pregnant, get married, have kids. Now I see their kids answer the door and take the prep. So I'm just like, what?
Right. Welcome back to the Level Up Life, Muscle and Mindset Mastery. Got Waz with me today, and we got a special guest, Kayla Schneider, Meal Prep Proz.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for coming on. I know I've been trying to get you on for a while.
Here we are. Action.
So I'm intrigued because I feel like, my story and kind of how I've overcame a lot. And I'm like, you have a similar story. Not the same.
Rocky start to life, but
and
that's fine.
You've built your own business.
Yeah.
Very successful business.
Thank you.
Feeding Midland.
Yeah, and Saginaw and a lot of Bay City, and we have quite a big range for delivery too. But yeah. We started actually in Auburn, so now that I am Beaver, if you guys know where that is, it's tiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now to be back in Midland with the storefront here, very nice, and to have people follow us from Bay City and Auburn with our original kitchens and setups. That's an honor. But yeah,
awesome.
Very happy to be in Midland.
Yeah. I love seeing people just like build anything.
Yeah.
But when you've overcame stuff in your past.
It was, I think it really helped because it's like any problem that throws at me business wise, I'm like, man,
whatever,
just handle it. Just make a list, check it off next.
Yeah.
The problems that are business related, I think are a lot easier. You have a lot more tools when you've, gone over like life stuff, so business stuff, it's okay.
Yeah.
We can roll with that. Any business issue's fine.
I think some of it's like not, like I get new stuff all the time, as a business owner. I'm like, what? I have to do that?
I didn't know about this. Yeah.
So it's learning on the fly. And, I have great people around me that have been doing it. We were talking about one of them before, Alex.
Yeah, he's
phenomenal
great.
human.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
Shout out, Alex.
That's my landlord.
Yes, Alex is awesome. Ashley's awesome.
Yeah.
Just surrounding myself with people that have done it.
Yeah,
has been really impactful because I can pick their brains.
And they're not ever done.
Right.
Like Alex is still always doing wonderful things for the community and always looking for new ways to help people and without Alex's help starting off at that location, it would have been, it was just nice to have someone who leads with empathy and is fulfilled watching other people's dreams go. He's just
so well put.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Who he is.
Yeah. Yep.
He's probably blushing right now if he's watching this. So yeah, going back to like your beginnings. I don't even know your full story, so like I'm intrigued to hear more about it. Start and share as much as you want.
Yeah, I'm rather more private with all of my overcomings, I'll say, just because I was like 13 and in foster care, then, through JCC and detention and probation on and off. I feel like I was lucky enough to have that happen when I was young. So now I don't really identify with that so much anymore. Right. And it gave me a good foundation. It definitely made me a very adaptable, pivot on a moment's notice. We can do that. But yeah, no, there was some addiction in there. There was just a lot of anger management tools that I've had to, work with there. But without Midland's tools, being that young and statistically I was not set up for success, I would not have been able to turn a new leaf and lead a new life without, all the tools that Midland has to offer. Even the foster care system, it was helpful just to have constant stable housing. Thank you. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful for all those opportunities.
So we go into the juvenile center and train the kids twice per week.
Yes, it's so good for them to just have again, awesome role models for one, and physical exertion, you know, you
Yeah.
need that.
Come join one time.
Oh my gosh, I would love to.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. These kids, like, so seeing people like us who have been, you know, down
There.
not out in those,
there.
I never was in the juvenile center. If I would have, maybe it would have saved me from going to prison, you know, like maybe it would have been that
probably
deterrent.
No, I'm just kidding.
It could have been, but it could have been, you know, just another like speed bump for me, not that roadblock type, stop, realign type situation. So I think it's really important because we didn't have those people like us that were like, hey, I've been there, you know. Here's a different way. Come on, we'll show you.
Yeah, I feel like they pulled and pushed me. I mean, we had such a good net of people. You know, it wasn't just the JCC, but it was also my probation officers, my foster parents, and I mean, people all came together and they all said, all right, here's the plan for Kayla, no matter where she goes. You know, here's her expectations. Here's the things she needs to be doing and not doing. I was a little reluctant at first. That's why my stays there were so frequent. But they didn't give up on me. It was okay. Like, setbacks were fine. They were like, but they really, I mean, forced you to do it, which is so good, though. I needed that. I needed the structure. I needed the accountability. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Just the parallels I'm drawing with what you went through and then kind of my experience with recovery court, they do the same. They're like, hey,
here's how it's gonna go.
Here's what happens. If you don't follow the rules, you go to jail.
Cut and dry, though.
If you don't
That's good.
report on time, you go to jail. If you don't drop when you're supposed to, you go to jail.
Yeah.
So you had, in my experience with it, and I know like Buddy Answer can relate, there's a lot of people that can relate to it. It's having that in the early recovery moments, having that accountability was what allowed me to basically focus on making changes. And then in both situations, there's the parallel of without the community, the services that are in this community, I don't think I would have made it.
Yeah.
You know,
really though.
Shout out to J&A Counseling, 1016, like the entire recovery community around here, the people that didn't judge me when I was like, hey, this is my story.
Yeah.
I was just talking with someone about that today when I was early recovery, started training, like two of my first clients, I told them, one of them, because she brought up her ex or her husband, her late husband, how he had kind of struggled. And then I was like, well, I can relate. You know, this is my struggle. And then someone else told my other client, and it turned out a really good experience. She was super supportive. And that gave me kind of the strength to get where I'm at now, where I'm like, hey, internet, this is all permanent, you know, like this is who I am though.
Yeah.
So to be able to live my truth is really empowering for me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have done that without the community. Just similar like your experience with.
Yeah. I was always really grateful for them because although, you know, the hammer is heavy, it was out of love, and they made that known too. They were very gentle with it, I'll say.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just awesome seeing people have success.
On the other side, for sure. Yeah. And it really is like a whole nother side. It's, yeah.
So let's hear more about what made you decide to go into like meal prep.
So early in my recovery, you find that you need to work out. You need to treat your body well. You know, you don't have a fighting chance of happiness if you aren't treating your body well. So that was, you know, reluctant start to working out, but needed to do it. My girlfriend was like, no, you got to do this. So we started going to the gym together, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life yet, but I was like, personal training, we'll start there. You know, I'll just see how that goes. I enjoy the gym. I like being here. It's my outlet.
When was it that you started? Because I want to say we started, like you were training when I was getting started.
Probably, gosh, 2015.
Yeah, so about 10 years ago. I started 2017, so right after you.
So that was probably when I was done with the Delta's program for strength and conditioning. Really great program, loved it. Helped a lot. They had a lot of hands-on help there too. But yeah, so after I graduated from Delta with my personal trainer certificate and everything, I did it for about 4 or 5 weeks, and everyone, the struggle was the kitchen, you know? So as a personal trainer, I had it as a service to them. I was like, all right, I'll make your food. Like, if that's what we got to do to get you here, chicken and rice. And that was it. That was the extent. Chicken, rice, broccoli. Like, here you go. But I really saw that was such a need, not only for people who were working out, but just in general, just a healthy, affordable, ready-to-eat meals. And I was like, I could make more money by being in the gym more hours, or maybe I can make the meal prep a little more scalable. So yeah, pivot on a dime. Right after I graduated, I had like a couple clients, and I was like, we need something else here. This is an actual need. And you know, when I didn't know what to do with my life, is because I really couldn't, I was like, I don't know what I want to commit to forever. What I want to do forever? I have no idea. So entrepreneurship is really, I was just drawn to it just because, you know, you can do what you want, you know, and if it changes, cool. If you want to start another business, do that too. So yeah, that's kind of how we started. Definitely was sick of people saying, I don't know how to cook. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's the biggest.
No excuses around me, guys. Eat your food. So yeah, it was a good start.
That's the biggest challenge of body recomposition.
Yes, it is. And if I'm going to be in the gym with you hours a week and you're going to go home and eat a pizza, like, you're wasting both of our time. And I was like fed up by it. I was like, no excuses. We're going to make a solution here.
You can get into, like, there's a lot of people out there, I feel like, that have, I was just on a consultation yesterday with someone, and I said, because they're like, well, their dad died, and they immediately went to eating as a stress relief. And it's like, I mean, it's the same. It's the same.
That's like a culturally, that's, everyone does that, I think. Because, I mean, it's our food. It's more emotional than anything. A lot of the times when people are struggling with diet, it's not necessarily logistics. Not all the time. It's emotional. Yeah.
Like, eat a whole gallon of ice cream because you're, you know, stressed out or something.
I've been sad before, man. It happens.
I have too. And, you know, it's like, I relate those coping mechanisms when people go to food for stress relief. It was the same thing I was doing with drugs.
Yeah.
But the main difference is you can't, like, I could survive without heroin. I can't survive without food.
Yeah.
So you can't just quit it. You can't quit food.
Yeah.
You have to have it. So you have to kind of create a new relationship with food. Like, why am I eating? Am I eating to feel better emotionally, or am I eating to fuel my body?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, a lot of people, when they start meal prep, they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna get all my meal preps for the week. I'm gonna get 5 breakfast, lunch, and dinners. But sure, logistically sounds right, but you're still going to want to do like the ritual of cooking sometimes. Sometimes people enjoy that, or like your morning drive-through, or whatever habit you still have. So yeah, I also just recommend people ease into it to kind of help that emotional barrier when they're like, yeah, I'm ready. I got to change my life. Okay, well, where do you struggle with most? We'll start there. And then we'll pivot where we need.
Yeah.
You know, we'll add more where we need. You know, we'll start with our protein intake, or, you know, small steps, make it a little more manageable with anything.
I think just the nutrition labels in general are kind of deceiving too.
Oh, yeah. And they're impossible to read. Like other countries have it like a set, here's the serving size for every food. You know, it's not a quarter cup of this, or, you know, a handful of those. So yeah, it is hard to digest.
Because you look at like, you go to the store and it says, a box of Cheez-Its is like
gluten-free and all natural.
Yeah. And it says like, 110 calories. So people look at, like, we're not taught in school how to read nutrition labels, or it's like, there's like 20 servings in here. So if I eat the box, it's not 110 calories. It's like 4,000 or whatever it is, So people being able to differentiate, like,
well, it's intimidating too, because you flip it over and you don't even know what you're looking for. Like, why is calcium so big? Like, what is healthy? What am I looking for? So yeah.
How do you develop your meals?
So, like I said, I started with chicken and rice.
I've been
So
there.
that was the baseline, but it was just solely for solution there. I have blessed with a long line of women that have just cooked. We've always just cooked. Like my grandma, she just opens the pantry and cooks. And growing up with that was really nice to watch. I just was like, okay, macros first. So what, then what? Like, what clean ingredients can we use? And so that's kind of how our base menu started, and it changes every week now. But I just recently graduated from the CIA, which is the Culinary Institutes of America.
Not the Central Intelligence Agency.
I know, it's so much cooler than it sounds. But that has been really helpful for us to try new menu items and try different techniques lately. So, 5 years in, just learned how to cook. It's going well.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I know, like, for me, I would love, I have to buy like 2 though.
Yeah, there's jumbo portions. I don't know if there's different portions for different. Well, the grab and go is first come, first serve. Okay. So, it gets stocked fresh daily, but when you order online, you can get exactly what you want. But there's different portions for different health goals. So, going back to the gym days, you're either trying to maintain, lose, or gain. That's kind of how we structured all of our meals. For instance, our stir fry, balanced rice, chicken, veggies. The jumbo is about 1.5 portions of those. So 6 ounces instead of 4 ounces of protein, full cups instead of half cups of the veggie and rice. And then lights isn't less food, but less carbs. So instead of rice, double veggies, a little more protein. So that kind of helps, when people are a little overwhelmed by, like, what do I eat? Like, what are my macro ranges? That kind of simplifies it a little for them. So they don't even have to worry about the numbers per se. But yeah.
Do you guys go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and that just goes on because it is overwhelming.
It is.
And like you said, them small steps. And that's how I coach always my clients when they're struggling. I'm like, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, just better.
When I first really got into working out, when I got sober, I ate super clean until my meal, about within an hour after working out. Then it was all bets are off.
Yeah.
And I would work out either late morning or noon, 1 o'clock. So up till 3, from 6 or 7 in the morning, whatever time I woke up till 3, I was good. I was on point. I might eat like crap the rest of the day. It just depended on how everything worked out. But then it gets easier, and over time, and as you're reaching goals and you're looking more like you want to,
yeah, you don't want to do that.
Then you're adjusting more, and it's easier versus just trying to jump in.
And burning yourself out after a week 1,
Yeah. Oh, I burned myself out. I was eating bare naked chicken and rice. Just dry.
Sounds like an OG Meal Prep Proz recipe.
It was OG. And I was like, got to a point because I was eating it so much. Well, first I put like teriyaki or some soy sauce on my rice.
Yeah.
Just basic, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, holy crap, there's so much sodium in that. I'm like 10 times my sodium intake because I'm dousing it.
You know what liquid aminos are instead of soy sauce now?
I do know.
Yeah, I know now, right?
It's part
if
of that.
I knew that.
It's part of what he was just saying, though, like learning and as we go, right?
Yeah.
And I just did this chicken was great. It was normal chicken breast, but it tasted like cardboard, and I couldn't I got to a point where I couldn't even choke it down
Yeah.
anymore. And it would I'd bite into it, and it was just like,
Dude, it took, when I first went pretty hardcore healthy eating, it was, I mean, I still would eat it often, but a good year and a half where it did not matter. It was chicken. It was like, oh my gosh. Like, now, I mean, I would eat it, but it didn't matter how it was done, what it was.
Chicken.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I get burnt out on chicken too. I mean, because it's, the go-to. It's like, if I need that much protein in a day, that's but we do beef, salmon, shrimp, turkey. We do different ones. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that highlights it's important to vary your meals and not just stick to one thing, right?
Unless that works for you.
Right.
I mean,
For
I have
some
yogurt and
people-
oats every day of my life still. So like, different berries, different seasons.
I mean, that's a good point, 'cause-
yeah,
I would
but
say eggs.
Yeah,
For me.
eggs.
I'll
see?
cook them all different ways, but
yeah.
I ate oatmeal for breakfast for the longest time, and now I try to kick my day off with like pure protein, so
That's
I'm not
cool. Good for you.
Well,
I can't get it. I can't do it.
Well, and then part of it's like I'm in my research, I'm finding that including carbohydrates in the morning isn't a bad thing. But where did breakfast get its name? Because you break a fast, right? So when you do that with just a carbohydrate, like what the stores have on the shelves, breakfast cereal, it's like full of
beef
pure
with breakfast
sugar.
cereals.
Yeah.
Even the way they package them, the way they're on the
Yeah.
shelves, I'm just like, this is what's wrong with America.
I know it is too,
It's
but
toxicity.
I get mad, and then I'm like, well, I can only change one person's view at a time. So
Yeah.
but I don't want to hammer my pancreas first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
no.
hey, I need so much insulin, please. And then I notice when I eat the sugary stuff first thing in the morning, like breakfast cereal, I end up crashing like 2 hours later, energy wise. So I've done really well starting out with, like you said, some eggs, protein shake, and that I feel better. But I eat like massive meals, and I eat lunch at like 9:30 in the morning. So
Okay.
I'm eating carbs kind of in the morning, but just 5 hours after I get up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. No, that's ideal because what you give your body is what it's going to use right then and there. So good system. Glad it's
Yep.
working for
Keep
you.
it firing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good system.
And then I'm personally, I eat later in the evening where I'm fasting throughout the day. I think people focus too much on like the 3 meals a day that our grandparents used to have.
Yeah.
You know,
That
where
we're
it's
all
like
conditioned to throughout school and yeah.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Well, for me, my body operates best on just a small protein source in the morning and then 2 meals, larger meals.
Yeah.
And I feel great.
Yeah, my stomach doesn't open until like 2 p.m. normally.
Right.
It's coffee and water and then food later.
Which I think is more important, the complete total calories that you're getting in a day based on your goals, right?
Yeah, I being burnt out on chicken and whatnot, I do a lot of different vegan pairings for beans and rice or, things like that. And I just learned in my chef school that you don't have to have them in the same meal even, you can split up and they'll find each other and make protein later. I was like, that's awesome.
That's interesting.
It is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
So now we know we can have beans and rice separate and they'll still find each other.
I literally imagined in my brain when you said that, like them coming together in my stomach, like
Hey.
like a party going
It is,
on.
yeah, it's an amino chain that they
Yep.
they mix and yeah.
It's awesome. It is.
Yeah.
Science is cool. Jordan, for instance, I really admire his willingness to learn. He's back in the studio there, but he's 19 and, reading meta studies and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, just the eagerness to learn is something that they'll take you everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
I say I'm a student of life. You know, I'm always learning. You know,
Growth mindset.
yeah.
So we talk a lot about mindset on here and just the willingness to continue to learn, keep as in maintaining that lifetime student
Yeah.
approach is like, once you get to that point where you're like, oh, well, Waz doesn't have anything to teach me anymore, or whoever, you know, like we start elevating yourself above people. I think that's when you're shooting yourself in the foot, right? So,
that's why it's good to have those old timers around. We were talking about before the show.
And even these kids that we talk to in the juvenile center, like I learned stuff from them.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Even if it's through reflection, you know, because that's fulfilling in a whole different part, you know, the emotional part, you know, not always are we growing, you know, learning new things educationally, but just emotionally maturing ourselves. And that I think kids are great these days for that, right?
Yeah. No age limit either way. Like I'm of the mindset that everybody I interact with, I have something to learn from them, and they're there for that reason. Yeah.
I think what helps keep me in that mindset of just always learning and growing, and I mean, even physically, you know, there's different ways to grow, is just doing it out of gratitude. You know, I wake up and I'm like, ooh, yay, I'm up again. Cool.
Yeah,
you know, it's a good day. And just, you know, to learn something that day, to do better is something that day. And I'm not always trying to, you know, learn everything every day, but just as long as I can go to bed and be like, yeah, I know a little more today. Like, that's cool. And I'm grateful for my legs to help, you know, push myself wherever I need to be, and having an open mind to learn emotionally. And then, of course, I love our library. I'm there a lot. Yeah, different rocks, always. Pretty much that's my thing right now. I'm learning about
rocks.
But I love
like
rocks.
how they develop.
Tumbling and doing those things. Yeah. But also I have, you know, a farm job. That's fun. Keeps me learning.
What type of animals?
Horses and chickens. Yeah, they're cool. Learn way too much about them. You know, one day I might have my own, so it's good to learn. The horses are named, but the chickens, no, I don't know.
Name
Tender,
them.
KFC. I don't know. No, I don't name them.
Colonel.
Yeah,
you got Colonel over here, and
yeah.
I think animals are awesome.
Animals are most definitely awesome.
Yeah. So you're like, I'm just trying to imagine your schedule.
It's
like,
fun.
Is there two of you?
You know, yeah, there is. There's a lot of Kaylos. I have a really good staff that helps keep the shop open. They're great. We just lost a VIP, my assistant manager. That's been probably that's my business struggle right now in life. Just I had her. She had the hat. Now I have the hat. So yeah, going back to replicating myself from start, never fun. But I have a great intern. She's teaching me everything already, you know? So yeah, we'll see how that one goes.
I think as a business owner, people often, and I think this is a problem with society, but we'll get back to that. I have, like, this is my right-hand man, and talk about reliability.
Yeah. I feel like my right hand has been severed. I miss her dearly.
Well, so I live an hour away.
Oh, okay.
So I commute, and in the winter, it's like, I'm just tired of driving in the snow. You know, not that I can't. I have a truck.
Yeah.
There's no
But it's
excuse.
dark, it's wet, it's cold. Yeah.
And it takes me twice as long sometimes because I have to drive slow. And it's like those moments when I'm like, hey, Waz, can you take some clients today? And he's like, yeah.
God sent.
He's like,
God sent.
yeah. Thank you. And I'm like, thank you, Waz. But I could talk about a lot of thank you, Waz moments. And,
yes.
And I know I just recently asked Jordan and Waz, like, hey, what do you guys think we can do better? So now I'm working on implementing those things into the business.
As
And
a good
it's
leader
like,
does, you know, because you guys know probably better than we know, because we're not focused on what can, you know, what fine tuning we can do. We're just checking things off, you know, a lot of the times, you know. But yeah, that's good input. You guys would know the best.
It's nice when there's new faces too. I mean, Jordan's absolutely phenomenal. But
well, he's not going to be able to fit out of here blowing his head up as much as we are.
We get complacent, right? And just being around him training somebody. I always keep it very kind of blue collar. I don't speak scientifically to any of my clients. I mean, here and there, but very rarely. Because I say scapula and they're like, what are you talking about? Right? So I will speak very generally. And his mix of both. And he was training a client that was Adam's for years. And then I had her quite often. And then it switched and all around, and watching him. And I'm like, damn, like, again, the complacency. I'm training her husband and I'm kind of just watching. I'm listening to him, just like awed. Like, this is badass, right? Like, and picking pieces from how he's doing things. And adding to my arsenal. And I mean, I think anything, right? We can put our blinders on, or just that complacency and not seeing the forest for the trees.
Yeah. Just having good staff around you too.
Yes,
like
that's how I replicate myself. We have all ladies in the kitchen currently. I love that too. That's been a lot of fun. So, not to generalize too much, but I just feel like they also lead with empathy, and, you know, they help baby my business and make it better every week too. Yeah. You know, that's really nice. So love having all ladies there. It's, they help with the plants a lot too, you know. That's good.
Well, getting back to, like, I see your videos on Facebook. Your staff's always smiling.
Yeah. It's a priority of mine. If they're not, if they also don't want to come to work, that's fine. You know, if you got other things, cool. Like, I would never expect them to ever put their job over anything personal in their life. And, you know, for the most part, they pick their own schedules, you know, what works well for you. And, they're great. We got happy people there. Yeah, it's good vibes.
I think the corporate world these days, just in general, like, they don't take care of their staff.
It's hard. It's hard to, you know.
I mean, when there's the CEOs making $100 million.
It's a little discouraging, huh?
And the staff, the people that are running the show, are making, you know, not even enough where they have to be on food assistance or something. There's kind of a problem there, right?
Yeah.
Who needs $100 million, really?
CEOs.
I mean, right. I mean,
God ain't gonna pay for itself. Adam.
Right. Well, and to that point is, like, I feel like we're losing our humanity in that way, where it's like, I think that the point is, like, you take care of your staff, they're smiling, they're happy.
Yeah.
I try and do the same because I want retention, right?
Yeah.
As a business owner, I want retention, and I also don't want to, you know, with my business specifically being personal training, people develop relationships. Just like when you have a person that delivers a meal somewhere, I'm sure that specific customer,
a smile is their uniform for sure for deliveries. Yeah.
And that customer may expect someone that usually delivers to them, you know, and it's like, Waz has clients that if I was every 3 months, like, hey, I got a new trainer for you. Like, it's not, the retention's not going to be there, because no matter what business someone's in, it's built on relationships too.
Oh yeah.
Now let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Pine Haven Assisted Living. At Pine Haven Assisted Living, they believe in making every resident feel at home. Nestled in the peaceful countryside of Hemlock, Michigan, they offer compassionate care in a family-like environment where residents can enjoy independence with the support they need. Registered nurse owned and operated, their team provides personalized care, home-cooked meals, and a range of activities to ensure your loved ones continue to live a fulfilling life. They also have alpacas and llamas on site to enrich the lives of their residents. Experience the warmth and comfort of Pine Haven. Call them today at 989-295-6632. That's 989-295-6632. Or you can visit them on their website at pinehavenassistedliving.com. That's pinehavenassistedliving.com for more information. Now, back to the Level Up Life.
We've had customers for, we've moved a lot. We've changed our business model a lot over the last, since 2017 is when we opened. And that wasn't with the grab and go. That was just meal delivery. But we have had customers I've had get pregnant, get married, have kids. Now I see their kids answer the door and take the prep. So I'm just like, what?
Right.
But that's just, our food's good. All right. But it's really the relationship that we have with people. And, if they have any health goals that we can help them work with, they know that we're happy to help them with that. I mean, they need their dog let out, while we're delivering. They know who's coming. They have our number. It's really nice. And then our grab and go, we have a lot of people that will come just to say hi, or they'll be like, oh, where's so-and-so? Sorry, it's me today,
It's just me.
Yeah, just me. Sorry. But we have great customers that have grown to be friends and family. I mean, even when I'm going through things, they know, so
they become, they're friends.
They're our net now, honestly. Yes, they are.
I tell people every time I'm open about my background, and I'm like, every listener that's listening right now is part of my net.
Yeah. They hold us accountable, they want to see us keep doing great. We got to keep doing great, as not just for show, of course, but also as a thank you, back to them, just like the way you go to the JCC. That's just like a thank you to your young self, and to your community for helping build the blocks up for you to, be successful and be more than successful, but have tools to lead a happy life, So. Yeah. We're lucky ducks.
Yeah, we are. I'll sit back and I'll reflect, and I'm like, a podcast?
Who put me in charge?
I'm like, what?
I say that weekly.
How? And I think back to the mindset I was in those moments at Harbor Hall in treatment, and how I would sit there and visualize. I'm like, all right, this is what my life's going to be in the future.
Yeah.
This was never, ever,
I was
ever,
say,
ever a part
were
of
you
it.
far off? Or
This is specifically, the podcast was not in that mix. I never thought I would have a podcast, and it was just kind of a combination between Logan Ricchetti. He's like, hey, Adam, you want to come on Talk Midland? I'm like, yeah. And then Lisa Tarkington asked me to come on the Confident podcast. And then I sat there and I'm like, a little encouragement from Logan, a little like, yeah, you could do it. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 2 years.
Okay.
2 years. It's 104 episodes. See what happens.
Yeah.
Right. And I've gotten some really good reviews. People sending messages like, that they listen to it and it positively impacts their lives, which is, it's another example of like, here. Just,
thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
And I know it's definitely out of your comfort zone, but here you are, good job.
I'm getting a little bit better at it. I mean, the first episode was like,
how many times did you hit your mic?
I didn't, but it was like, it was me and one camera, like me telling my story, and it was really scary, and I was sweating.
Yeah, see, I don't have the gift of being so vulnerable. I just don't, I applaud you for that. But yeah, now I tip my hat. Yeah,
I'm very similar to you. I mean, not shy about it.
Yeah,
but at the same point,
we'll own it for sure.
I'm more a behind the scenes person anyhow.
Well, I would just rather see people see me, I should say, where I'm going rather than where I was, you know. So I try to lead with what's in the future. But yeah, moments of reflection are very, they help you, you know,
They're necessary.
yes, they are. They are.
Keep you centered.
Keeping you centered. Yeah.
I went through this period where I kept identifying like, well, I'm a recovering addict. And I went through in that period it was almost like imposter syndrome where I was like,
yeah,
am I really a good trainer? And then I'm like, I know I'd rattle some things off.
Yeah, self-doubt is hard, you know?
And then I'm like, well, actually I am a good trainer because I know all this stuff. But then I have this imposter, and I went back and forth for the longest time. And then I still I catch myself like identifying with that, who I was. And then how do I constantly create that my identity of the future? Like I'm 7 months into this and I'm like, oh, I'm a podcast host too.
Yeah.
And these are just titles, but the things that I do in my life now are nowhere near what I did before.
I really think just discipline in honoring your values, you know, I value health. You know, is it easy to eat healthy? Is it easy to work out all the time? It's not, but I value it. And having discipline to make sure your actions align with that, I think really help form identity, you know, because it is hard to, it's a rebrand, man, you know, that's not you anymore. So for you to, you know, just stay true to your values and not only be like, yeah, I value that, but back it up with your actions and your habits. That's your new identity. And I feel like it kind of forms itself after a while. So yeah, I feel like that's an ever going thing for me though. I don't think it's ever,
And to give yourself grace when you're, you know, you may have your goal here of where you're wanting to go and you might fall a little short. Then it's like, I have to remember not to be so hard on myself.
Oh, that's hard.
And give myself some grace. Like, you may not be where you want to be, Adam, but you're definitely further than what you expected to be.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, this year, you know, we're coming up on the last bit of the year here, and I was like, well, wasn't I optimistic in January? I had a lot of life happen this year, a lot of switch ups, and I did not get half of my goals done, really, the ones I've written down, and I was pretty upset at myself because I like to push myself. I like to hit my goals, and it's very rare I don't hit them all. So I was actually pretty bummed about that. It was like last week. But then I remembered, like, I don't have everything that I want right now, you know, in this year time, but I have everything that I could have ever dreamed for 5 years ago. I mean, even 3 years ago. And although, you know, my check boxes aren't checked, I'm still making progress. We're still going there. Even, you know, the 1 year ago things. I was like, wow, all right. All right, fine. I think sometimes with the growth that we're used to, when we're not always hitting, you know, it's like plateauing in your goals. You know, it can be, I'm not going to say devastating, but discouraging, you know. But yeah.
Start thinking, am I sliding back?
What am I doing? Who's running a loose ship here?
You start questioning, like, what's going on? And, you know, as far as like what we do, I'm always looking at like quality control. So, you know, like as far as what all three of us do, is it consistent quality? Is it like, you know, and then how can we get better? Yeah. How can we improve the service that we're already providing? You know, and then I actually have this other thing and it's in the works. It's a little bit, there's a big investment that it's going to take, but it's more of an online version of what we already do. And it's aligned with what we're doing right here, the podcast. So
Perfect.
it's exciting. It's scary. It's like,
Yeah, but that keeps us going, you know.
mm,
God forbid we sleep well, you know.
yeah. I gotta have a carrot to chase.
Yes.
Something. It's
And-
just in my nature.
Yeah, that's just the entrepreneur in us, though. And you know, with past like ours, I think it's like essential, don't you? Like, could you even imagine? I think that's why corporate America is so depressing, because there's no real jumps there. I mean, there is, but it's not the same.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
What if it was like, and this is just like wishful thinking, but what if the goal was to help more people?
That's how I really found my purpose. Was like, what problem is there in the world that I want to solve? And I was like,
Yeah.
the cereal aisle.
Yeah.
You know, why is
That's funny.
food so poor quality? And you know, even when I was like, all right, we got to find you some meals. You know, if we're gonna be in the gym together, I need you eating right at home. Let's Google it. And I was like, oh, cool, frozen. Oh, awesome! Look at all the sodium.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't. I'll do it. You know.
What's polysodium benzoate? Or what,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is this? Let's throw that in our stomach, see what happens.
It happens. But yeah, just overall, just leading a healthier life with just our diet and our culture and how I was like, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Maybe I can fix that. But yeah, it's
In the
how we can improve, you know,
Yeah.
based on what our values, our passions are. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a good way.
and you are succeeding in this area.
Yeah. It's and for me to be here in Midland where I grew up and all the resources have shaped me. It's because we almost were downstate. There was a kitchen there, but then the Rapanos. Oh, Alex again. Yeah, it's a perfect spot for us, and I'm really excited to be there.
Yeah.
Being in Midland as a small business, I think it's our obligation, our duty to take care of our community, take care of our neighbors, and we have a lot of opportunity to do that here with extra meals we give to Open Door. We have, you know, cooking classes, and we partner with like obesity clinics and personal trainers to just help make our service more accessible and affordable for our neighbors and, you know, all walks of life. I opened it thinking, all right, gym goers, here I am. But we've expanded for elderly, you know, moms that are running their whole households, and, you know, sports, students that are busy, you know, and, you know, the freshman 15 is real because that's how our social, like, that's just how it's set up. So yeah, it's been unexpectedly well for all sorts of people. So we went from super healthy, clean meals to cleaner. You know, we do mac and cheese. Okay.
Yeah,
That's good. It's not, I'm not going to say it's like, it's not healthy. All right. It's still heavy cream, but it's homemade. It's good. It's quality. It's fresh ingredients. So even that is a good building block for your hormones, your everything, you know,
you're not
your
getting
mood.
the processed ingredients, which is, I mean, that's terrible on the endocrine system. So
Yes. Yeah.
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 I think you know, like fast food, all that isn't
Real food at all.
It's not.
It's not real.
Well, it's not healthy.
No.
And I think sometimes people get too caught up in the I need to eat healthy that they're so strict with their diet that it becomes unsustainable.
Yeah.
So we're like, I eat mac and cheese. I do. I love mac and cheese. It's one of my favorites.
I eat a whole cheesecake.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, having, it's like so I've heard it 80-20 rule. You know, like stick to the plan 80% of the time, 20%. That doesn't work for everyone, especially if you have like very specific goals.
Yeah.
Then you want to tighten up a little bit. But as far as like looking over the course of your lifespan, it's like you cannot be like, I'm going to never eat this food type of food again and still maintain your sanity when you're at a gathering and, you know, everyone's eating pizza and you're like,
just eat the pizza.
just have a slice.
It's okay.
You don't have to eat the whole, like, you don't have to eat, like me, I don't have to eat the whole pizza because I can, which is, you know, something I've actually, when I order a pizza, I'm like, I'm gonna get a large. I'm gonna eat it all.
Got a meal
And
prep
I do.
it.
Yeah. So, just it's balance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So eat the mac and cheese
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's okay to live your life still.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
It's my birth month. I'm definitely eating a whole cheesecake in a couple days here.
So what's the number you want to tell us?
30. How exciting is that?
Yes,
Yeah. Yep. Pretty exciting. I'm starting 30 pretty fresh. I mean, yeah, I'm geeked for it.
Yep.
Yeah. Death to my 20s. It's been fun.
I just had death to my 30s this year.
Oh,
and
congrats.
yeah, we got an episode coming up that's talking about aging.
It's a privilege, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of like, when I play fast pitch softball and my body's starting to not want to play fast pitch anymore.
Gotta go to slow pitch.
Yeah, well, I gotta figure something out because my body's just not bouncing back. And it's pretty interesting when you think about like, what if, or I think about people who are older and how do they approach their days, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm scared that I may only have 40 years left and there's all these
That
things
is scary.
that I
Yeah.
want to do. But when you get older and it's like,
It's limited.
yeah,
Yeah.
the clock starts, the sun starts going down. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I'm really trying to live to be like 110. Like, I love life now. Yeah.
you like to travel too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Big on that.
What's your favorite place you've traveled?
Favorite place? Oh gosh, I love Finland. It's just it's not even like it's that like wow, you know, it's not. It's pretty chill. But it's a different way of life there. Like they leave their babies outside for when they go and get coffee. You know, kids are a lot more independent there. It's a lot more safe. People have, you know, they don't need a sign that says don't litter. You know, people just take pride in this. I don't know. I think sometimes here in our culture, we're a little performative nice, you know? You know, in Nordic countries, it's just like, that's fine. It's no offense. It's not like, oh, that person is smile at me. It's so I just really like the pace of life there. There's more saunas than bathrooms there, so they just really value health and you know, we're gonna have our sauna break. You know, like and holiday. It's not as hustle and bustle there. But for fun, I would live there. I would live there. I don't know. Spain's fun. There's a lot of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm like so I haven't traveled much in my life at all. Part of which was because basically for like 15 years I was on paper incarcerated, right?
Yeah.
So I never really got out. My family, we weren't wealthy. So like going out to dinner once a month maybe was Arby's.
Yeah.
You know, so didn't travel a ton, and I just flew for the first time in June.
Where'd you go?
To Florida.
Oh, well,
we
cool.
flew into Sanford.
Awesome.
Which was cool. But I have all these places that I want to travel.
Oh yeah.
So I want to hear like we'll start here and we'll go. I want to hear bucket list. Give me 2 bucket list travel spots.
2 of them, Alaska, and I also want to do the Holy Land.
Now I want to do those too because I wasn't thinking about those.
It's never ending.
Yeah, I want the 2 places I think about are New Zealand.
Oh,
because I've heard that's
cool
like,
there.
You've been there?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's like another planet from what I've heard.
Yeah.
And then I want to hike the Inca Trail up to Machu Picchu.
Wow, that is cool.
It's like they have all these packages. It's like 7 or 2 week. It's 7 days up. So you're literally going through the rainforest. There's like all these crazy birds around you.
I like birds.
Like right in the forest.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so bucket list hike, the North Country Trail. I would like to do all of it. I think it's like 1,100 miles. So that'd be like a solid summer hike. But yeah, I would love to be able just to go hiking for all summer. When I was traveling on a budget, I lived in a van and drove around Europe for a summer. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Yes, that
it
is
was
so cool.
definitely it was for a job. It was like a marketing gig, so we had like intentions and plans, and so work fun, but so much more fun than just going somewhere like a resort. I just don't find so much fun in that. That's not it for me.
It's not an adventure.
So yeah, bucket list would be that, and then I guess the second one, Thailand, but like no resort in Thailand. I would like to go in the jungle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Experience actual Thailand.
Yeah.
Not like tourist Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I want to go to like Alaska, Thailand.
Inca Trail.
Like all of it. Like you hear and when you see people's pictures and stuff, whether Instagram, Facebook, it's like, whoa. Like I've always wanted to go down to the base, start at the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
Like you said, that really long hike. We were initially going to do Route 66. The wife and I will be in just a couple weeks married 20 years. And that was our initial plan until it's like, well, I can only take so much time off of work. And she's all making friends with people on Facebook pages. And lady's like, you got to realize speed limit is you're going through little towns. This is way back. Your max speed is going to be 55, 60. You're going 30, 35 through little towns. And you're going to see whole lots of, pullovers.
Yeah.
In 5 days, they started in Chicago where it starts. They didn't get out of Illinois. And it was like, we might need to rethink this until we decide to retire.
But then there's that.
Yeah.
Can you sit in a car that long when you're 70? No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Well,
but
and that's
really,
why
though.
take care of your body, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in and out. It'll take us 2 years to get from Chicago. And I'm not even all that much interest in getting to LA where it ends.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I should just cause, but I don't want the cities. I want all this stuff. I mean, Mr. Jim, he was, oh, God, you got to start here. And he was talking in all these spots in Arizona and New Mexico. And I mean, he was
Moab.
giddy. Like, he was ready to go book a trip. Like, as we're training, like, his workout, the weights got lighter because he was so excited. Like, oh, my God, you got to do this. You got to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out west is magical, though.
Yes.
You're going to want to stay there for a
I've
long
never
time.
been west of.
See, I've been
It's so
west,
cool.
but
It's
just
otherworldly. If that's what you're looking for, go to
more
Vegas,
than-
rent a car.
more northwest.
Yeah.
Where, like, the Badlands was just like, I mean, everything's beautiful going out there, and then it's just like, whoa, like, what was going through God's mind when all of a sudden he was like, "Padow!"
Orange.
and
Orange.
Orange.
just unreal. Like that list can grow and grow and grow.
You know, another one I want to go to is Dubai.
Oh, for
I
sure.
seen a picture of that. Betsy O'Malley on. She was on the show and she's out there, and I'm like, so. Did you know people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones?
Wow.
But the people in Abu Dhabi do.
I knew.
I was like, that
What
was
about-
a general statement.
What about
All right.
what about Antarctica?
Yeah,
Any interest?
I'd go there.
I would freaking thrive.
Give me like a super snowsuit.
I would thrive.
Yeah.
I'm not a
we need
big
some
fan
sunglasses.
Of, yeah, I'm not
It's
a
gonna be
big
bright.
fan of the cold, super cold.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
He loves it.
I was gonna say I enjoyed the snow, but I feel like we have been robbed of good snowy winters the
Yes.
last couple. So fingers crossed we get some snow.
Fingers
this
crossed.
year.
There's no snow.
My commute is 5 minutes to work,
Right.
though. You see,
Right.
so
Mhm. I'm just gonna buy a snowmobile if it's too bad.
there you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah, yeah,
Whole way.
Solid call.
Yep.
yeah. Those are fun.
Kayla, thank you for coming on. It's been a
Thanks for having
pleasure.
me.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. Kayla, do you want to tell them your address and telephone number for Meal Prep Proz if they're looking?
Meal Prep Proz located in the Midland Town Plaza, 1525 Washington, and our number is 989-430-3957. We're also on Facebook, and a lot funnier on Facebook. So.
And TikTok.
And TikTok. Don't look at my TikTok. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, thank you. And
Appreciate
thank
it.
you for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, share with random strangers. Thank you.